John Sterling, Susan Waldman here at Yankee Stadium at the Deal School, joined by none other than Charles Harari and Victor Dweck here in the booth. Charles did a great reconnaissance job here, and he's got the lineups for us. We'll get you the lineups before first pitch from Abe Saka, Charles's brother-in-law. We got Joe Green for M&S batting first. We got Joe Greenberg, Archie, Max Sutton, Ruby Shaolu, Abe Haber, Avi Dweck, Teddy Ishak, Eddie Michon, Raw Dog, and Maxie Deed's spot, and Vic Busso, the catcher. Batting first, Joe Greenberg. Abe Saka is set, and he'll deliver. First pitch, low. I think he actually called it a late strike. Greenberg doing a good job today, but fouls it off to first base, and the catch is made there by Jody LeBose.
Folks, we are at the World Series of Care, the
Vic,
first
why
annual.
don't you run us through what's going on here?
So,
quick first out.
Pretty much, and feel free to cut me off as the play-by-play, but from what I'm able to gather, Mocas Morris Casson texted us back in February. And he was very eager to get behind this tournament, him and a bunch of friends of his.
And pitches high.
And he said he's having a...
Vic, can we see the plate on the camera?
We can see the plate,
Count
but it's a little far away.
Second batter of the game. Big, healthy cut, and there's strike.
And he said he wants to do a softball league, but
one and one
a tournament, sorry.
On Archie, excuse me.
One like none other before, to get all the leagues together and really honor the community greats who has played before us.
Deals upstairs.
And he did just so.
Count 2-1. Mocas giving us the scouting report on Archie here. Lots and lots of power. Swung on and drilled for right field, out of play. Out to retrieve it is Aaron Cohen. I'm going to let the Deal School staff pick it up for him. Deal School, Vic, I can't lie to you, I haven't been here in a while. It actually looks really nice. This is our second softball game ever broadcasting. The first was about 25 minutes ago, the semifinal, as Archie hits it. In comes Cohen, was playing center. Oh, they're using the fourth outfielder, a classic move, as he'll now come in. Nice play there. You can call that a F 8.5 because of the fourth fielder. We're baseball scorers. We don't really know how to score for softball. Anyway, 2 down. Coming up now, Max Sutton, the 3-hitter. He's got a professional stance. Saka deals. Low. 1-0. Saka, we'll get it out of the way early, Vic. Saka's got the perfect game going so far through 2 batters. Top of the first here at the World Series of the CARE first annual softball tournament. Vic, why don't you tell everyone about how great a job they've been doing? We know Mocas very well. He is the one who got us to come here, and the pitch is popped up to Mocas. He'll let it go by way of Eshko, and Eshko makes the play. Joined here by Geek in the booth. Vic's going to give Geek a... Geek, you have a special connection to this tournament. Your brother-in-law, Abe Saka, tournament coordinator. He's done such a fantastic job, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know Abe previously, but he's made a great first impression on me thanks to this tournament. A really, really astounding job. I think that's the best way to describe it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your connection with Abe and how dedicated he is to this tournament?
Abe, it's interesting there. You said the words first impression on you. I think that's something that carries through with Abe. He's had that lasting first impression since the first day he picked my sister up from the house. He is married to my sister, and that impression is still there till today. Hasn't wavered one bit. It's only increased. But yeah, I first heard wind of this idea from Abe maybe around January, right after intercession, and he's really taken it full-blown since then. Took it upon himself, got all his friends together, the whole softball league, the softball community better, and created this type of an event, and it's an amazing turnout, and God willing, only more will come from this. And yeah, he's gave it all towards CARE, an excellent foundation. I'm sure Joey and Victor will continue to elaborate upon what they do and everything like that. So yeah, let's get back to the softball, baby.
And we are indeed back here at the bottom of the first, and
thank you for your time, guys.
Stepping up to the mound is Maxie Deed. Max, a good friend of the broadcast, good friend of Geeks, helped us out with the lineups earlier. And again, this is our second ever softball broadcast.
Which may be the first one we post on YouTube, depending on the quality of the previous game. We came really late.
So For all intents and purposes, it might be our first.
This may be our first. So allow us to just explain to you viewers who we are, because Joe, you were telling me on the side before, the softball players in our community are unlike the other players that just play all sports. It's a unique niche. We've done a lot of basketball over the years. We've done frisbee. We've done even. Did we ever do soccer?
Strike, Maxi Deed.
We've done tennis. We've done dodgeball.
We actually got a quick look at Maxi Deed earlier. Second pitch, high and away. Maxi Deed earlier, he deals. He's a great pitcher. He kept the team to 2 runs as Erwin Cohen pops it up center field. Easy play there for Joe Greenberg. 1 away. Keep going, Vic.
And as I was saying, for all those who never heard of us, we are Sephardic Sports. SephardicSports.com. Check us out. We've been 4 or 5 years old, and this specific broadcast has been sponsored in honor of David S. Harari, because sports is more than what you see on the field.
Popped up, left field, 2 away.
Just to clarify, that
sponsorship
was for Sephardic Sports, which is independent of the beautiful sponsorships that the tournament has. I believe the day is dedicated in memory of DJ Cohen, which was really, really nice that they did that. Every team has quotes from him.
Now batting Bobby Safdie.
On the back of their jerseys, you'll see. I think there were 8 teams, so 8 different quotes. They got a lot of businesses, a lot of organizations coming together to sponsor these players.
And there's a strike. 0-2 is the pitch. Maxi Deed wasting no time. Skips one into home plate. 22 is the count. Quick first inning so far as Safdie grounds one to short. Fields fires, got him. Nice play there by Teddy Ishak. 1-2-3 inning for Maxi Deed to lead off his first inning of work here in the World Series. World Series of the first annual CARE softball tournament.
Joe, I got to tell you, it's very
grounded
calm.
out to shortstop.
Very calm here doing softball, baseball games. We're usually on a time limit, and everything we say, if we say a comment, we missed a play already, or something like that. We're able to just kind of relax over here. You'll see there's a nice crowd here. It was much fuller before. They had a lot of things for kids. There was some blow-up rides. They had Dwight Gooden signing autographs. And then, it's funny you mentioned the Legends. They actually honored, I think it was about 5 or 10 community members, older members of the community who used to play in a lot of these leagues. And if you see, it's really hard to see from here, but there's a white tent over there of an SY, basically Monument Park, which was put together, if I may say so myself, a stellar way of putting it together and capturing the community's history. So I think they really hit it all. There was barbecue, a lot of tents, and I really think they did an unbelievable job putting together the day.
Back to the top of the second, here again at Deal School. Both pitchers have not allowed a base runner yet. Ruby Shalou, the right fielder, to bat. Nice read in right field in the bottom of the first. Abe Saka, the pitcher, and tournament coordinator deals. Strike. Saka, we watched him pitch in the semifinal as Shalou flies to left. Aharon Cohen in, makes the play. 1 away. 4 up, 4 down. Is that my car? Vic, you want to zoom in on that car?
Yeah, that is.
Could be my car.
Is that you driving a Jeep? No,
I do drive a Jeep. That might have been my car. I apologize to everyone. Nice play again by Cohen.
Joe, there's been a lot of car thieves I've heard over the last 2
I have heard about that, but I always lock my car.
A lot of cars stolen and things in cars stolen. So, folks, if you're listening to this, lock your cars.
Abe Haber to bat. Saka deals. Low. And the count 1-0. You see Max Sutton coaching third. The third base coach is a staple of the community softball games. And there's the first hit of the game, line to center. There's a base hit. Abe Haber with the first hit, first action really, Vic, of this World Series. Now batting's Avi Dweck. I have to say, Vic, I was overhearing some discussions about Avi Dweck's ability to, hit extra base hits. They could really use one now. It would probably score a run. Avi, I saw him hit 2 triples so far today. In an otherwise well-pitched tournament, I have to say. Dweck takes first pitch low. 1-0. Abe Haber at first. 1 away here in the top of the second. And Vic just let us know Mark Greenberg is there taking picks. It's what Mark does best, 2-0 to Avi Dweck. He's a little guy, Vic, Avi, the way things look from here, but I've seen him rip a couple balls into the gap already so far today. Dweck takes strike, count 2-1.
Interesting how the strike zone has not shrunk due to his height, that they called that a strike. I thought it was a bit low, in my humble opinion.
Saka deals. Grounded. Oh, can't make the play, but knocked down there by Eshko. Abe Haber thinks about third. He'll stop right at second. The official scorer, I guess, Vic, if you look around, looks like we're the official scorer. So we'll rule it a base hit.
Yeah, it was probably a base hit.
It was a tough play.
Yeah.
He probably would have beat it out anyway. Avi Dweck is quick. And there's a base hit for Dweck on an infield single to short. Coming up now, Teddy Ishak made a nice play to end the bottom of the first. He's got a runner in scoring position, first and second, 1 out. John Sterling, Susan Waldman.
I shot John Sterling. Speaking
No
of,
way.
when is his final streak over?
No. The streak is over actually right about now. The Yanks are playing and John's not doing the game. I'll keep you updated on the Yanks.
What was it? What was the article?
31 years. He hadn't missed an inning until today. As Ishak rips one, it looks like it'll be caught there by Aharon Cohen. Excellent play going for the double at third. But Haber smartly and alertly tags up. Did he step on second? They step on the base, and he is out. The appeal to second results in an out. Abe Haber did not wait for the ball to be caught before advancing to third base. Ishak hit it on a line, but Aharon Cohen made a beautiful diving play and then ended up doubling up Haber at second. We'll rule that, let me see, since I'm the official scorer, we'll rule that 7-5-6.
Joe, for all
Double
those
play.
who didn't really understand what just happened,
So Aharon Cohen right here in your living room made an unbelievable diving play on a really hard hit ball there by Teddy Ishak. Aharon dove, caught it, threw it to third because he saw Abe Haber trying to advance to third on Bonecast of all people. But for those of you who don't know, in softball and in baseball, you need to be on the base at some point after the ball is caught before advancing.
so he tagged up too early is what
He
you're saying.
tagged up too early, and he was appealed to second and retired. And here's Abe walking out now into left field. He thought that we actually have a great position to hear our location mics, and Abe thought that the ball dropped, which is really not a crazy thing to assume. Because, yeah, Vic, did we got that play on the camera?
I want to say we did.
And if you can watch that replay, it was a really impressive play. Anyway, that'll end the inning on the double play. And Vic, it was a catch for sure.
We believe it was a catch. Yeah, what's your name?
Jackie Sutton.
Coming up
Jackie
is Sal
Sutton.
Cohen.
Nice to meet you.
Jackie Sutton in the booth.
Is this the first time we're having a booth?
This is an actual booth. We'll definitely get a look around it soon. Sal Cohen up, Maxi Deed dealing so far. Very, very quick bottom of the first. Here we are in the bottom of the second. No score. Cherokee batting now against M&S. Maxi Deed deals. Cohen pops it up. Coming on in is Shalou, who makes the play. 1 away. 4 up, 4 down for Cherokee, and here is Vic. Let's give him a round of applause. A big part of this tournament, and the reason why we're here today, really, and we didn't know that there would be this many people who we know and love and friends of the broadcast, as Mocast takes first pitch. 1-0. It's hard to see the from here. But Morris Casson, a real friend of the broadcast, and he chases upstairs. Count 0-1.
Joe, let's just say from here, it's not that we're biased, but I would
1-1.
say we are rooting for Team Mocast for the sole reason that Mocast is on it, but I'm sure the blue team has great people on it
Vic,
as well.
we heard from you, and that's upstairs.
Yes.
Count 2-1. That Mocast wasn't supposed to play today.
I heard that as well.
What do you know on the situation?
So
Pitch outside, 3-1.
I do know that I asked him
Yedid and Mocast good friends.
yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yedid works very quickly. The pitch driven out to left. Haber over, and he'll make the play. Mocas hit a drive. Abe Haber right there. We were actually discussing the game with Abe Haber's father, Mo Haber,
Right.
a community legend earlier. We invited him into the booth, and we hope he joins us shortly. The first lefty we've seen in a while. Vic, you'll tell us more about Mocas in a second. Morris Seton is up as Mocas flew out.
Joe, you're really taking
left.
that
Steals,
seriously.
fouled back. You know, Vic, you got to be on top of it. It's always a dream of mine to announce baseball. And
4 years, 5 years later, you finally got
finally
baseball.
get to do it.
It does raise a bunch of challenges that we've never had before.
Logistical issues
Yeah.
and the like. You need deals. Low, 1-1.
But that's the beauty of this. You're always challenged to do new things. I mean, there's a pole in our way.
Ground ball. Second base, bobbled, picks it up, flips to first. Got him! What a play! Keeping the ball in front of you is exactly the right way to play softball, baseball, cricket, I don't know. You name it, and he made a beautiful play, knocked it down, flipped it quickly from his knees to first, and ended the inning. We'll call that a G4. Again, here we are at the first annual CARE softball tournament, and a beautiful tournament it is. A beautiful day, a little hot, a little on the hot side, but really a really nice day, and happy to be a part of it as Sephardic Sports as always, as the Cherokee team will, and it's 1-0 Rays in the first inning as Hap gave up a single. Fortunately, Hap's had his issues. Cherokee taking the field to begin the top of the third. Game moving relatively quickly, and really the only reason that is so is because Maxi D just works at a lightning quick pace, which, we don't really mind that. Eddie Michon will bat here. The first baseman, who was alert enough to make the play at the end of the second inning. Abe Saka not doing too bad himself. Tournament coordinator Abe Saka from the Rubber. I'll take his final warm-ups at the top of the third inning, and thanks, Vic. Vic just brought us water. Vic, you echoing? What are you up to? How was your day so far today?
So far, thank God, everything's well.
I'll throw it around the infield.
July 4th, by the way, I don't think we mentioned.
It is the 4th of July. Happy birthday to America. Happy birthday to Bobby Dweck, Victor's dad.
Yes.
We got at 6 o'clock. It's actually probably, we're going to miss it, the party. Saka deals. Michon fouls it out of play.
Joe, a lot of parties today. A very busy day in the community. And props to, again, softball, who reserved from months ago to make sure that no league has any other thing this day when it comes to softball, bringing everyone together.
Low, count 1-1. Saka, a brother-in-law of a great friend of the broadcast and member of the Team Geek. Saka deals. Michon drives it. Base hit. Right side. They're going to go try for first, and he just threw it to the ground, and the ball will go out of play, and Michon will advance to second. Vic Seton had the right idea in right field.
Is it two bases?
Two-base overthrow. As he'll go to third, we'll call it an E9. E9. They're asking Eddie to smile. Eddie is a serious guy, apparently. Runner on third, no out, and we're in danger of seeing the first run of the game. Saka deals high, 1-0. Smart play by Seton. He would have had Michon at first, but he spiked the ball. The Bulls couldn't handle it, and the two-base error as the ball went into the dugout. High and tight on Eric Greenberg, also known as Raw Dog. A power hitter. I've seen him get intentionally walked a couple of times today. Saka deals. Fouled back and out of play. Kids, watch your wives. Everybody's safe. And there is the 2-1 count here to Greenberg, with Michon leading off third, Sutton coaching him. Saka will be a miracle to get out of this one. Deals. And there's a fly ball to center. Michon ready to tag. Cohen makes the play, fires in. Michon tagging, and he will score easily. Good throw, making it close there by Erwin Cohen. But a sac fly and an RBI for the Raw Dog. And the score is now 1-0 M&S. That is not the Mocas team, unfortunately.
Again, nothing against M&S. We're sure you guys are great people, just we love Mocas.
8 RBI.
M&S League's been around for a while, eh, Joe?
Vic, I don't know much about them. I think when I was in high school, I tried to join and nobody answered.
Same here. I believe I was on it.
Vic Busso, the catcher, drives one. Oh, nice pick there by Mocas. Fires to first in time. 2 away. Mocas made that look so easy. Too easy, Mo. Too easy. Nice play there on a hard hit ball at the third. As that's a ground out.
It's a lot of leagues the past few years. YMSL, MNS, DSN. Apparently there was, I don't know, a lot of politics between them over the last few years.
Up now. Deals. Oh, and it's lined to right field. It is a base hit. Greenberg and Mocas called it right away. Seton fires in quickly to second base. Mocas said before the at-bat, I don't know if we were able to hear from all the way over here, but he said, get that ball in really quick. He's going to go for 2. And he took a wide turn, but the quick throw in from Seton kept him to 1. And now batting is Archie. And that's a single to first. A single to right, excuse me. Man on first, 2 outs as they try to pick him off first.
Ooh. We heard last game in the other semis that we did in video, somebody got picked off, which is rare.
That's actually crazy. That'll drive a coach insane.
So I was saying, there were some, I would say, politics between a lot of the leagues.
Saka Deals down 1-0.
I don't know any of them, so I'm no one to talk. But I'm glad that everyone is here and all the dust settled.
And it's a really beautiful tournament. It seems like everyone's happy.
Ooh. Somebody
2
on
away.
Mic.
Pitch high. Count 2-1. Here to Archie.
Joe, you watching the fireworks tonight?
I don't even know. Greenberg leads off first. Saka Deals high. 3-1, in danger of walking the number 2 hitter and bringing up power hitter and captain Max Sutton. Archie, a right-hander, drives it to right field and fair. Greenberg on his horse. He'll head to third. Will he hold up there? He will. He's held up there by third base coach Eddie Michon.
He's halfway to home.
He's doing the old, please throw the ball so I can score. But smart move there, running it in. First and third, 2 outs. It'll be for the cleanup hitter. For the third hitter, Max Sutton.
I believe founder of M&S? The M
I wish
in
I knew.
M&S?
I wish I knew.
I want to say he is.
But happy to be here for sure. First and third, 1-0 Team M&S.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Saka on the hill, giving up 1 run so far in this inning.
Look at that stance, Joe.
On 1 hit and an error. Driven and right to second base, hit hard by Sutton. Harari there for the play and the inning. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. That is a very loud microphone. A very loud microphone. Vic, what are we doing about that loud microphone?
Nothing we have to.
M&S scored in the top of the third. Excuse me. As Cherokee coming up now, you can see I'm trying to score the game as best as possible here. Really great tournament so far. Maxi D taking the bump. He's got retired all 6 batters he's faced thus far. But here he'll get the dangerous bottom of the order with Abe Saka, the pitcher, Alan Nasser, Jody LeBose, and if someone gets on, Aharon Cohen, who's a prolific fielder at that. We've seen him go to work in left field a couple of times. Really, really impressive.
Beautiful, beautiful day. Celebrate America. Celebrate the community. Honor our elders. I mean, everything's coming together. I'm actually shocked how they were able to pull this off in a one-day tournament. When you think softball, you think 3-hour games. You can't have seasons and playoffs. They somehow did it in a manner that everybody loves. I mean, like I said before, it is emptying out a little now, but that's just natural when there are so many
It's getting late on a Sunday. People got to pray mincha.
That as well. People pray mincha.
Anyway, Abe Saka at the dish, stepping up at the bottom of the third, takes high from Yedid. And Vic, you'll notice how quickly Yedid works. Gets the ball back, fires it in. Saka pops it up. Yedid's got it. Shades of 2009 Game 1 of the World Series, Cliff Lee. Yedid is shutting him down.
Is that Kelly?
7 up, 7 down for Max Yedid. I think that's Kelly's son,
Yes.
Vic.
Yeah. I knew him from somewhere. Of course, shout out to
Nasser
Kelly
is up.
Sabag.
I actually knew that his last name was Nasser, and they didn't, so look at that.
Kelly Sabag, though, doing wonderful work for this community. I mean, from matchmaking to organizing, so much. Shout out to Kelly.
It's getting hot. Nasser's up. Yedid works remarkably quickly. Vic, you see that guy climbing up the thing to get a ball?
I do see that.
Oh, and he got it. Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's in theaters. I heard people talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big superhero guy, but
Me neither, but I wouldn't mind it. I don't hate it, but I...
it depends if you go, geez.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
Max Yedid. Dealing so far. Deals high. Tries to get Nasser to chase. Nasser, a good hitter. See, there it is. Just as you can't even say anything, and Yedid's already pitching.
This guy's quick.
2-1 the count, I think. Grounded to third, scooped up there, and fires across in time. Archie with already a base hit.
He makes it look easy. It was a tough hop.
Sorry, I forgot to score the last play at the bottom of the inning.
Joe, come on. If you're going to score, then score.
And nice play there. It'll go 5-3. Popped up, lined into short center field. Joe Greenberg is there and will make the play. And Vic, I don't want to say anything, and I wouldn't have been able to say anything if I didn't say it earlier. But that's 9 up and 9 down, if you know what I'm saying. That's 9 up.
Joe, are you telling me that our
Max
first
Yedid, 9 down?
First ever softball game broadcasted is going to be a, dare I say, perfect game?
Hey, Vic, I didn't say it. Anywho, we're heading towards the top of the 4th. Game moving relatively quickly.
Very.
It's a 1-0 game on an RBI single by, an RBI sac fly by the Raw Dog Eric Greenberg. Son of Elliot, brother of Joe. It's a brothers team.
Hey, Mocas.
And there's Mocas. Not thrilled because last game his team scored 17 runs. Might have gotten rid of all the juice. He'll take a couple of a warm-up throw there. Eases it on over to first. Beautifully done. Nasser plays first for them.
It's refreshing
Batting
to see
now, Ruby
tournaments
Shalou.
here.
If my scoring is correct, which I actually think it is. There you go. Confirmed by the PA announcer, Ruby Shalou. It's hard to see names, numbers from all the way over here. We're doing our best. Vic was telling you earlier about the logistical issues.
Yeah.
But it actually looks like we got a good spot. We got a nice tent. Shout out to Geek and the other guy who helped us move the tent from all the way over there to all the way over here.
Joe, I got to say, it's refreshing that they are moving. Tournaments, usually they're slow. These guys, I mean, you would think softball would be a 2-hour game.
Top of the first, 1-0 M&S.
Top of the 4th.
Top of the 4th, excuse me, 1-0 M&S.
We're less than a half hour into the broadcast. Joe, should I get some...
I love that.
Do you want anyone in the booth? Should we get Mark Greenberg in the booth?
It's up to you. And the pop up by Ruby Shalou is in foul territory. Diving is set, and he won't get there. It drops. We got 0-1 count. First pitch swinging was Shalou. Saka doing a great job. He's getting outshone by the, amazing pitching of Max Yedid. But Abe Saka, tournament coordinator, is doing a great job. Deals. Grounded to third, foul ball called. Did we get that ball? Oh, no. There's Aaron Cohen picking it up.
I would
a
like
fabulous
a souvenir.
fielder wearing a Lil Nas X shirt. Why is he wearing a Lil Nas X shirt? And a horse on it. I think that's the Old Town Road guy. That song has really taken off.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And the pitch is low. Count 1-2. 22 the count. As we're calling... Vic trying to get someone in the booth. Oh, and ground ball. It'll get through the shortstop hole. The PA announcer called it a base hit. We're going to call it an E5.5. We got Jody LeBeau's in the booth. Jody, we have you batting ninth.
Right. Because I'm slow.
Oh, that joined here in the booth by Jody LeBeau's in the middle of the game, which is interesting at that. Jody, you've been seeing some great pitching from Max Yedid. What have you been seeing, and how do you guys plan to attack it the second time through the
Well,
order?
it's known what Max is. He gives you the first pitch as a cookie. So, after that he gets very aggressive and he goes in and out. So you got to get aggressive with him.
Pitch low, count 2-1.
Yeah.
And Max seems to be a great pitcher, shutting you guys down. But
Great.
he managed to...
Max is a great pitcher and a big game pitcher.
And there's the ground ball to short. Up to second one. On to first. Not in time. Haber beats out the double play ball. E6, and then a F6, 4, FC. We got a fielder's choice there. Sorry about that. It's tough to speak and score, but we're doing our best. Joined here again in the booth by Jody LeBose is Avi Dweck, who's really been hitting the tar out of the ball so far today. Flies out to left. And they're trying to tag to second. There's nobody covering second. Heads up, base running there by Abe Haber as Avi Dweck flies out to left. But an excellent, excellent heads-up play there by Abe Haber, tagging and going to second as no one was going. Thanks again to Jody LeBose for joining us in the booth and giving us a little insight into Maxi Deed. He's going to take care of business. Vic, if you walk by our booth right now, Vic will snatch you up, put you right in here.
You better watch out.
We got Teddy Ishak now. Fly into a double play his first at bat, but he lines that one. Haber's rounding third. He's coming home. The throw is no. He's held up at third. Saka calls for time. It would have been really close at the plate. Smart play holding him up. You do not want to make the third out on the bases. Eddie Michon scored the only run of the game so far, as Teddy Ishak hits a line drive base hit to dead center. Eddie Michon batting, reached on the first inning in his first at bat, in the third inning on an E9, scored the only run of the game. Also coaches third often.
So I gotta say, unlike other tournaments and other sports, like we've been saying, the age range between the oldest person on the team and youngest person on the team, I mean,
it's amazing.
It's got to be teenagers and people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Michon takes high.
We're
1-1
used
to
to everyone
first
being
and third, 2 outs here in the, what do we have, Vic? The top of the fourth, as Vic always reminds me of the inning.
Joe, that's what I'm here for.
Deals. Swung on and lined to second, right at him for the final out. Eli Harari makes the catch to end the top of the fourth. That's a line out to the second baseman, and that'll end the inning in 3 outs. The score is 1-0. The blue team, the M&S team, named after the softball league, the famed softball league of Brooklyn. Maxi Deed is pitching an absolute gem as we head towards the bottom of the fourth inning. We play 7 here in softball. Yanks. Let me see if I can get you an update on the Yanks.
Got a phone over here. Joe, what are your predictions on this game right here?
I have to tell you, Vic, as Talkman hits an how about that? Talkman hits an RBI single, and I was complaining earlier today about Talkman being on the team. 1-1 in Yankees Rays. My prediction for this game, Vic, I am impartial, but I've been impressed with what I've been seeing by Yedid, but I think that actually Mocas himself is going to break through. I have him hitting a big ribby double to tie the game up shortly. Aharon Cohen's first at-bat of the game, the 10th batter. In softball, you get 10. We actually have here, I don't even know what else to say besides that Maxi Deed is dealing. Maxi Deed was in the booth actually pre-game with us. We wished him good luck, so we don't want to take too much credit for his performance so far today, but we just might. Yedid deals, and he works really quickly. Cohen, big, healthy cut, fouls it back. Count 0-1. First ever broadcast of softball, Vic. I'd say we're doing a pretty good job.
I think so, but we'll wait for some feedback.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement also. Yedid deals. Swung on, grounded to third, and foul. Smart play there by Archie, letting it go foul before he picked it up. Cohen's got a lot of speed. And the count now 0-2 on Aharon Cohen. And we got the scouting report there from Jody LeBose, who informed us Max gives you a cookie on the first one, and then he gets really aggressive. Let's see what he comes up with here for Aharon Cohen. Low. Count 1-2. That's a nasty, nasty pitch. Swung on, tipped. Fouled back there by Aharon Cohen, and we're joined here in the booth by Eddie Malach. Eddie, looks like you played today. Tell us how you did.
It was a tough day. We actually got swept. We played on Fireman's playground, which is actually one of the nicest fields in Jersey, and it was a hot day, so it was, we struggled at the plate. We didn't really get that much hits, but in total, it's a charity event. We were all out here.
The curveball, strike 3 is called.
Wow.
Aaron Cohen throws his bat in disgust. Strike 3 called. An absolutely nasty
pitch by Max
slider.
Yedid. That was a crazy
Max
pitch by
Yedid,
Max.
crazy pitch. You saw him how he came from the side.
Max last year was actually the Cy Young of the YMSL league. He's actually one of the top pitchers, and also he won the championship with the Orioles. He was on Jackie Towell's team.
Yedid deals, grounded to third. Archie Fields on the backhand, throws across. Gio Urshela got him.
What a
2
great
away.
throw. Yeah, no, Max has a very great resume in the tournaments, in leagues. Max is a winner. Also, they have Max Sutton is playing the short center. He's in the World Series this week in the YMSL. He's just waiting for the winners between the White Walkers and the Maccabees.
Yedid deals. Cohen grounds it to second.
No, that's
Easy.
Joe Weshko. Joe Weshko just
sorry,
won.
excuse me.
That's Joe Weshko.
Cohen just grounded to third.
That's
Joe
Joe
Eshko.
Eshko.
Why don't you have a seat here? Well, we'll discuss a
thanks,
little.
guys. Thanks,
We'll
guys.
discuss
It's a
a little.
pleasure. It really is a pleasure.
As they
We
ground
watch
ball
you
to
guys
second
on
ends
internet.
the
You know,
third.
we love you guys.
That's
You guys are really all over.
This is actually our first ever softball broadcast. Could you believe that?
I realize. I know you guys usually do the basketball, the tennis. No, you guys are great. Like,
And
you
we'll
guys really
just-
bring the community into it.
Just to recap, no runs, no hits, no errors. And it's been a lot of that for Max Yedid so far today, 12 up, 12 down, through 4, heading to the top of the 4th here. So we noticed you're still here. You mentioned today wasn't your day, the day for your
it
team.
wasn't our day, but
But you're
just
still hanging around here. Tell us why you're hanging around.
I'm actually one of the 6-7 guys that we actually orchestrated this day. We were actually working on it early this morning. A.B. Saka actually maybe slept maybe 42 minutes last night. He actually left this place maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. He was back on the field.
And A.B. Saka is still actually
And A.B.
pitching
Saka
right now
has been pitching shutouts today. He's been rocking it, and right now his team is actually in the lead. No, actually no. I think they're down.
They're actually down 1-0.
They're actually down 1-0. My bad. But yeah, no, he has no sleep. But you know what? He's actually a horse.
He's dealing. He's a
We've
workhorse.
seen him carrying the freezers over there by the walls. He actually put them on his back, each one, and we're like, this guy's an ox.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, but he loves adrenaline.
Why don't
He
you tell
loves
us who
adrenaline.
else should get shouted out for really an amazing tournament. Every aspect of the game taken care of.
It's actually
Raw Dog hits it up to Erwin Cohen in center. He makes
Wow.
the play. Oh, with his bare hand.
Wow.
I don't know if we got
That's
that.
why
but he
you guys
made the
should always
play.
use 2 hands when you guys catch the ball.
That's right.
But also, major shout out also to the third baseman of A.B. Saka's team, Morris Casson. Mokas also, he's been working nonstop, unlimited hours.
Vic
they were
Busso,
just-
the catcher, 0 for 1 with a ground out to third.
Yeah, no, Vuso's actually a dead pull, but I'm calling it pop up to shortstop right now.
All right, let's see what we got. Saka deals, and there's a strike. Busso, the catcher, and catching's not an easy job. You heard it here first. Busso grounds another one, foul.
I
Outside
got
of
this,
third.
I got
Here
this.
We go. Oh, off the pole. We won't call it an error. As Eddie fires in. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Game moving relatively quickly.
It's funny we're talking actually about catchers. I'm actually a catcher myself.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's not easy, especially when you play with the goal
The
ball.
pitch. Busso does what he does best. Pulls the ball. Aaron Cohen coming in. Oh,
Again, another
beautiful
another
catch
sliding
there
catch.
by Aaron Cohen. His second of the day in almost the exact same spot, Vic.
You know
A
what?
beautiful play to rob Busso of a hit.
They're actually playing on a very tough field because you have the hill going up. So if you have the line drives over here, usually the line drives that would go over the player, actually it would be regular routine line drives at the player. But those are not easy, especially we have a lot of guys during the season who actually hurt their ankles coming down this mountain, this hill. On the other side also, there's a hill going down, so it's been a struggle out here.
Pitch a strike there from Saka. Greenberg doesn't like the call. Joe Greenberg, this is the younger Greenberg brother of this team. 1 for 2.
Yes, this is a tennis Greenberg.
Tennis.
The whole family. And Road Dogs actually, he teaches, he tutors tennis.
The
They're
great
both
Greenberg
unbelievable.
family of tennis lore.
Yeah, of course.
Match point.
You have their
the whole drill.
you have their families in the stands watching
Count
both
1
of
and
them.
1.
His parents
on
are actually
Greenberg.
the best fans even during the season leagues.
And they're ripped into center field. The base
He's gonna
hit.
go to second
Everyone
base.
knows
He's
Greenberg
going to
always goes
second.
to. Big turn, but they were ready for it, and he stays at first. Another single there for Joseph Greenberg, his second hit of the day. Archie coming up, known as a power hitter, and he's known for his opposite field power. You can see the second baseman signaling to the right fielder and the short center fielder to move back.
Just a little bit more about
Archie
Joe
had 5
Greenberg.
ribbies in the semifinal. He's 1 for 2 today with a base hit.
Confusion between the catcher and the pitcher over there.
As Archie digs in, the third baseman.
Yeah, I could see a big lead right now from Joe Greenberg.
Greenberg, you'll notice, there's no stealing, but as soon as the pitch
comes,
you're allowed to take a running
on the release,
start.
Yes. We don't
and
usually
Greenberg is known for that, as the ground ball is to short. Flip to second. Oh, he'll take it himself. That's 6 unassisted, and he'll end the inning. Joe Eshko hustles to second base to get Joe Greenberg on the force. We'll call that 6 unassisted on Archie. And the score, a pitcher's duel here, really.
Yeah, no, they both.
Is 1-0 in favor of M&S. Maxi Deed coming back out after retiring all 12 batters he has faced. Cherokee really looking to get something going, as the lineup here is Bobby Safdie, Saul Cohen, and then good friend of the broadcast, great friend of the broadcast, Morris Casson. You'll see a team huddle going on by the first base dugout.
Yeah, they have to get something going right now. It's getting too late. It's getting too quick. Especially Max has 12 straight outs.
You know what they say, Eddie? It's getting late early.
Exactly.
And
Especially
the time for Minha is fast approaching. Let's take a look at, looks like we got an update on the Yankee game. Let's see what we got here. A lot of Yankee fans. RBI double there from Aaron Hicks in the top of the third. Mike Talkman scores. 2-1 Yanks. And the first game John Sterling is not doing in 31 years.
I didn't know we had MLB Tonight on this broadcast.
That's right,
over
MLB
here.
Tonight. You know, it's refreshing to be in a group of baseball fans. A lot of times, you do tournaments, basketball tournaments, and the guys are more basketball fans.
Yeah.
Here with us.
No, but over here, we're actually on the sidelines most of the time. We actually talk about, right now, we're talking about the free agency, NBA free agency.
Oh, look at that.
So, yeah, now, we have a lot of baseball fanatics, but we also are very up-to-date on basketballs and what's going on.
Here we go. Bobby Safdie batting, power hitter. Somebody earlier was pointing out the size of his biceps as he pops it up to second base.
Wow, he swings at the first pitch. When you're down, you actually need to make the pitcher work, especially the way Max is pitching. You really need to keep just taking pitches. Especially Max sometimes could go with the riser, which is actually going to be a high pitch. So you should always take pictures, especially the first strike.
We got the scouting report from Jody LeBose. And Jody said that the first pitch is usually a cookie. That's probably why Bobby was swinging at the first pitch. Anyway, here's Saul Cohen. As Vic sends Eddie to get Mark Greenberg, a legend in his own right. Hopefully he'll join us in the booth.
That would be
I wonder if he's a big softball fan. Pitch. High. Count 1-1. To Saul Cohen. Saul Cohen flew out to right his first time.
Wow.
Pitch is a strike. Mocas did not like that call. We heard it from all the way over here how much he didn't like it.
The quick release.
Maxi Deed 1-2. Yedid works very quickly.
Oh my God! It didn't
Steps
even touch his hand.
and fires. Swung on and lined down the left field line. It is a foul ball. Quickly called there by the shortstop Teddy Ishak. Retrieved by Abe Haber and sent back in. That came way too close to the first base runner of the game, given up by Maxi Deed. But there's 2 strikes now on Saul Cohen. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 pitching team, fielding team. Maxi Deed is throwing not only a shutout, not only a gem, not only a no-hitter, but a perfect game. Saul Cohen leans into one and drives up the middle. There's the announcer's jinx. As Saul Cohen, I did that on purpose. I promise I did it on purpose. Saul Cohen breaks up the perfect game with a base hit up the middle, and the first base runner here for Cherokee. Let's see if they can get something going. That would be exciting. Here comes Mocas. Mocas is known for his power as he flew out to left his first time. A nice play there by Abe Haber ranging over. They're going to call for a runner here, and they will get the speedy Joe Eshko.
Is that a pinch hitter for good or just for now?
I think you get a certain amount of pinch runners. As Saul Cohen, not the fleetest of foot, gets taken over for by Joe Eshko as Mocas winds, takes the first pitch low, count 1-0. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th as we are joined in the booth by community legend as Maxi D deals. Mocas lines it to short, onto second, onto first. Stretch! Safe is the call as Eddie Michon came off the bag. A hard slide by Eshko into second may have altered the play there. Mocas hustles down to first, and boy, was that close to an inning-ending double play. It'll be rolled as a fielder's choice. We're looking for Mocas He looks like he might have pulled something hustling to first. You know Mocas, he's always going to go as fast as he can, and they're looking for the pinch runner, but they're not going to get one. Mocas is okay to run. Anyway, joined by Mark Greenberg here in the booth as you deal. Sorry, a lot of action. Popped foul. Archie ranging over, makes the play, inning over, threat over. Excellent backhanded play there by Archie. And finally a break in the action here to sit down with Mark Greenberg, a legend of the community. Mark, I can't count the number. You know, Vic, he's working our camera, but he's probably one of your biggest fans. He tells me about your great work all the time. I can't think of an event I haven't seen you at. Mark, are you a big softball guy?
Like softball. It's a great sport. Used to play when I was younger. I'm an old guy now. Sure.
And Mark, what's the greatest thing you've seen today? You've been capturing all the moments. I'm sure you'll send it into the tournament coordinators. What's the best thing you've seen today, on the field or otherwise?
I like the unity, a lot of unity, and a lot of hustle.
Again, we're joined by Mark Greenberg in the booth here at the first annual CARE softball tournament. He's a fan of the unity and the hustle, and Vic was telling you earlier on the broadcast how great of a job the tournament coordinators have done in making this tournament all that it's out to be. Quick recap. Run scored on a raw dog RBI sacrifice fly. Minchan Arbit. We just heard the Minchan Arbit announcement we've been waiting for. Mark, did you pray Minchan yet?
Not yet.
So Mark and I and Vic will be very excited for the Minchan Arbit that will take place 7th inning stretch, Vic? Anyway, top 6 here. Game moving really quickly. Abe Sackett throwing a gem, just not as much of a gem as Maxi Deed, who just had his perfect game broken up. It may or may not have been because I said that he had a perfect game right before the pitch that he gave the hit up on. Anyway, Abe Sackett trying to keep his team within 1. Deals to, let's see, Max Sutton, the 3-hitter, the captain. And we heard from Eddie earlier that he is getting ready for his World Series in the YMSL softball league. I get very confused. I apologize. Anyway, count 0-1. Abe Sackett pitching really well. You heard also from Eddie that he had probably had, I think he said 42 minutes of sleep. Mark Greenberg getting some shots here in the booth with us. Mark, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
It's actually Mark's first time in the booth, but
first time.
I can guarantee you it's not the first time we've spoken about him in the booth, as Sutton grounds it to second in the hole. Oh! Unlucky bounce, and Max Sutton gets his first hit of the day after a fly out and a line out. First base runner reaches, and coming up now is Ruby Shalou, who's 0 for 2, reached on an error in his previous at-bat.
Going back to work?
Mark Greenberg took a little break, but now he's going back. We'll see you at Mincha, Mark. Thanks for joining us again, Mark Greenberg. Vic,
wow.
Vic, we haven't had Vic Dweck a lot in the booth lately.
Wow.
Vic, what have you been up to? What have you
that
been
was
seeing?
A dream come true, seeing him in there. Wow, he's showing me the pictures over here while he was being interviewed. That didn't
Ruby
stop
Shalou
the man.
Swings line 1 through the shortstop hole, a base hit. Ranging over is Erwin Cohen. Max Sutton thinks about third, but Erwin got there just quickly enough to keep Sutton at second. First and second base, nobody out. Trying to gain some insurance is Team M&S. And Vic, you know what's really crazy?
Tell me, Joe.
Last game, Cherokee scored 17 runs to advance to the World Series, and now, through 5 innings, a big, fat 0.
Joe, it ain't over till it's over, as Yogi Berra Alav HaShalom said.
Alav HaShalom, indeed.
I miss him.
So, CARE, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tournament put together on their behalf today by the great tournament coordinators. Eddie told you who he was shouting out. So many people. That's what's so great about this community. There's so many people we could spend this entire broadcast shouting out each and every one. Always so excited to help. And this one specifically, we know Mocas, and the pitch is lined to right. There is Sutton, makes the play, tagging and moving to third. Nope. And they keep Sutton right where he is. Good play there by Sutton, Morris Sutton. Not a lot of luck at the plate today, but for the Cherokee team, but a great fielding display. As now with 2 outs, it looks like Abe Haber will take over for...
See, that would have helped before this.
It looks like Abe Haber will take over for Max Sutton, and Vic makes a good point that it would have helped before this. Indeed, he is correct, as Abe Haber just flew out to right. And again, first and second here with 1 out. Swung on by Avi Dweck to right again. Here's Sen. He's got it. Abe Haber's going to tag up correctly this time. And the play is cut off. Oh. Eshko had him at second, it looked like. Maybe no one was covering. And it's cut off. Second and third and 2 outs as the sacrifice fly will move the base runners over. Teddy Ishak coming to the dish. Ishak is 1 for 2 with a fly into double play. A wiggy play. I have it written at 7-5-6 double play. And a base hit his last time up. Avi Dweck just flew out to right. And here's Ishak. Big at-bat here, trying to tack on some insurance runners with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Ishak takes high. Abe Saka's been doing a great job, but his team has not provided on the offensive end. Saka deals. Swung on and lined into left. Oh, and it's dropped there by Cohen. He can't make the play. 2 runs will score. The play to left, Teddy Ishak.
Joe, I don't think that was his fault. I literally saw it go through his glove. I've never seen something like that. I don't think he dropped it. I think his glove broke.
2 runs will score, and the score is now 3-0. Mocas keeping his head up. Tough play. It's always tough. The ball tails, and you can't read it sometimes.
Especially on the hill. I don't think you're noticing.
I've definitely done that. Yeah, of course, the hill. Eddie told us about the hill.
The famous.
I've done that once or twice. It's just amazing because it happens to obviously the best of us. Aharon Cohen, one of the best fielders out here in this tournament. We've seen him make countless great plays. Anyway, runner on second is Teddy Ishak, reaching on the E7, excuse me.
Did he get all 3 outs?
Ranges over on Eddie Michon. And that is right, Vic. And as Michael Kay always says, trying to set the record as a record held by many as the person to make all 3 putouts in an inning, as Eddie Michon flies out.
We got an inning and a half, folks.
That's right. 2 chances now left. Oh, and you know, Abe Haber just came over and he told us that the issue in left field is the sun. We are
I didn't even notice that.
Blocked by our beautiful booth here.
Oh,
Thanks
wow.
again to the hey, Mark's here. He's taking a pic. We gotta look our best here for Mark.
Want to get it on a phone too?
Getting a pic. I'm schwitzing here.
Oh, it's us.
It's us. We want to see Mark getting our pic.
All right.
Again, and you'll see here ventriloquisting. We are here at the bottom of the 6th inning as Mark is loading up the picture. Avi Dweck with a sac fly to move the runners over that resulted in 2 runs. Coming over, here's Mark taking a couple picks. Thanks,
beautiful.
Mark. A.B. Sack, the pitcher, is up. And you'll see, Vic, if you could show the left fielder here, Abe Haber, shielding his eyes. And that might have had a lot to do with the error earlier. As Abe Saka drives it to center, played perfectly there by Joe Greenberg. And the futility on the offensive end continues.
Futility, Joe. What do you read dictionaries or something?
Saka flies to center.
Oh, is that on us? Holy crap. That was inches away from us.
And we were just trying to score. Abe was on his horse, but he couldn't get there. He's laughing because it almost killed us.
He says it's all right. We have thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Joe, we're going to have to
it was already out of play, Abe was telling us. I really wasn't paying attention. But now I put it together. Anyway, Nasser. Looks like we got a pinch hitter maybe. Because that doesn't look like Nasser. Takes inside. Count 1-1. Maxi Deed again. Dealing. Lined into left field. It is a base hit. Haber can't handle. Rounding second, going to third is Harari. The throw was in time, but nobody was there. He'll go to third. Eddie Michon hustling the ball back into the field of play, and we'll call it a base hit and an E7, unfortunately. Haber did not deserve that E, but he's going to get it. Eli Harari pinch hitting. Eli Harari pinch hitting, and we'll give him the single and the advance to third on the E7 2-base error. Jody LeBeau's batting. It should be Jody LeBeau's. Is it Jody LeBeau's?
I believe so. I can't see. And we have Danielle Shalom-Horowitz with
It is Jody LeBeau's. He is wearing a helmet, and he was in the booth already during this game. And there's a strike. Jody not happy with the call. Man on third, and that would be the first, representing the first run of the game, and Eli Harari. Jody LeBeau's trying to drive him in with one out. Pitch is low. 2-1. Maxi Deed works unbelievably quickly, as we have probably beat that bush 100 times. Jody LeBeau's lines it out of play. Jody's got 2 strikes now. John Sterling, Susan Waldman.
Victor Dweck, Joey Cohen.
Maxi Deed has been pitching an absolute gem. Only 2 hits allowed. But a runner on third here with one out threatening. They're up 3-0. Jody LeBeau's coming right at us. There's Abe Haber ranging over. He's there in play. Runner tags, going home. The throw is a little bit offline. A good play there by Abe Haber. Couldn't get the play home, and it's a sac fly. And an RBI for Jody LeBeau's. A great, great play. They needed to get that run in, and luckily they did. SF7.
Joe, so that begs the question, was that a smart field play? If it was a foul ball and he let it drop, the run theoretically would not have scored.
You see Vic with one out, and here's Aaron Cohen.
And a man on third just saying you got to get that.
You're also down 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
You're up 3-0 at that point. So the runner really, with 2 innings left, might not mean as much.
Gotcha.
You see, it's not the tying run or anything, but truth is, if you have an out, Vic, you always make it. That's the most important thing. Because who knows, Jody LeBeau could come up as a big, healthy cut there from Aaron Cohen. Jody LeBeau could come up with the next pitch and hit a home run. So you always got to make that play, that's for sure. Cohen fouls it back. Cohen fouled out about 6 pitches his last at-bat before taking a this pitch, Vic, we got to get this pitch on the highlight reel. Before Max got him with a curveball.
Yeah.
It was absolutely filthy. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th.
Oh,
and
that's right at us.
Haber ranging over. It's out of play.
All right. I'm glad now that we have this tent. You see, when we were doing the other one,
sure.
just Stephen Gindy kept ripping them to us, almost killing us. I believe it was like 8 or 9
Stephen
times
Gindy
in a
hits
row.
the ball really hard.
Yeah, that was very frightening. But here, now that we have the tent this game, feel much
Here's
safer.
Yedid back to work. Yedid does not waste any time. The pitch is grounded to third. Archie Fields fires across in time to get the speedy Cohen and end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit and an error, a 2-base error, and no men left on base as Cohen grounds to third to end the bottom of the 6th. Last chance to tack on some insurance here for Team M&S. They lead 3-1. We'll let the PA announcer say it.
We also would like to say that we're joined behind you,
from
Joe.
M&S, we got the Raw Dog, Vic Busso, and Joe Greenberg. That's 2 Greenbergs due up next inning. That's a big one. Vic, tell everyone who's behind us.
Joe, if you would duck just a little bit, we see the newly married Neho and Deho right over there. Danielle Shalom Horowitz, Nathan Horowitz, Mabruk and Mazel Tov on your recent
beautiful wedding.
It really was. And now they're spending their honeymoon here, watching.
Vic, I got to be honest. I have never seen. I haven't seen many softball pitching performances.
Right.
But I've never seen a softball pitching performance like that of Maxi Deed today. Really unbelievable job. And you know what? Abe Saka is not doing too bad. But the 3 run, just the 3 runs that he gave up.
Right.
You know, sometimes, like last time, the opposite team in the semifinal against this team scored 6, and it wasn't even, 7, and it wasn't even close to enough because they scored 17. But Maxi Deed just comes out here and shuts down the very, very potent offense of Team Cherokee.
We are approaching the 1 hour mark. Longest broadcast, or have we done maybe tennis a little longer a couple of years back? Food Fund.
Vic, you would know that much better.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Raw Dog Eric Greenberg. Bats 2 before his brother, who leads off. Saka is going to deal. Greenberg, for a while, represented the only RBI of the game with a sacrifice fly to dead center. Here he is again. And that's inside. His second at-bat, he flew out to center again. Just unfortunately, there was nobody on third base to score for him. 3-1 is the score in favor of M&S. Saka deals, grounded to third, picked there by Mocas beautifully. He'll fire across softly in time. 1 out. That's another nice play there by Mocas, good friend of the broadcast. Mocas does a great job. He's just about as great in the field as he is at coordinating tournaments. He did a really great job today, Vic.
He did. And how you doing? Good. We're doing awesome. Thank you.
As the pitch is high to Vic Busso, the catcher. Vic is grounded to third and flown out to left. A nice, beautiful diving play by Aaron Cohen in his last at-bat. Here's Saka. There's a strike. Nice pitch. Big inning for Team M&S last inning. Tacked on 2 insurance runs, and good thing that they did because Team Cherokee scored one in the bottom of the inning. They'll come up in about 2 more outs to try and tie this game up at 3 or take a lead. Saka deals. Strike 2. Saka's been dealing and coordinating tournaments at the same time, that's for sure. The pitch. Swung on and lined down the left field line. In play, but it drops foul. A nice rip there by Busso, and you're starting to get the feeling that Busso is right on it. He's getting a swing there. Got robbed of a hit his last at-bat, and it just drove that one just a couple feet foul. Saka, a little discussion with his shortstop, Eshko.
We want him Joey Cohen over here for recently getting engaged.
Hey. Busso drives it into left field, and what I say, Vic? What I say, he's getting his swing down, and that's a base hit there for Busso. Great job there.
He saw them playing them back, and he blooped it in.
And here comes Joe Greenberg, 2 for 3 already today.
So as I was saying, Joe recently got engaged to his now fiance, Barbara Schwartzbart. If you're watching this video, you are invited Sunday night, Lawrence Avenue Shul, for a banger.
Fadda.
Please come one, come all.
Please
it's going to be really fun.
All you in the softball community. Softball community is a serious community.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
they're not messing around, these
guys.
guys.
There's a strike.
Not to say that other
Joe
sports.
Greenberg, 2 for 3 today already with a runner on first. Vic Busso, his first hit of the night. A well-hit single to left. Greenberg, and that's a beautiful play there by Eli Harari. The second baseman has been showing off his glove multiple times there today. A fantastic diving play there by Eli Harari to retire a well-struck ball hit there by Joe Greenberg. And we'll put that down as an L4. And you'll notice now that Joe Greenberg takes over for the catcher, Busso. This is the last runner for the M&S team. We're not exactly sure about
the story is with the runners. Yeah, it sounds a little sketchy.
This is, again, our first softball broadcast. But here is the one, the only, Archie, who drives it up the middle for a base hit. Irwin's got to hustle. Joe Greenberg's rounding third, coming home, and he scores from first on a single. Joe Greenberg with a celebratory shoulder jump into the fence. A beautiful insurance run, and his team comes out and appreciates it. Joe Greenberg on his horse scores on an RBI single there from Archie. His second hit of the day. 2 for 4 now. And, Vic, let me tell you, we were wondering what the deal is with the pinch runners, but it really, really worked out there as Joe Greenberg shows off his speed to take a 4-1 lead.
Joe, you were saying it's all about getting the insurance runs this inning, and boy, are they getting these insurance runs. Can we get a score check, Joe?
4-1's the score. Still a safe situation, but for some reason I have a feeling that the closer won't be coming in. It'll just be Maxi D to end it. There's a strike from Saka, and that's just an unfortunate run. It went just split the outfielders. Cohen couldn't get to it fast enough, and the throw was not.
Hey, Joe, you all right over there?
Ooh. Sometimes the coughs, they just come up out of you out of nowhere.
Joey gets excited when the score is 4-1.
Anyway, here's Captain Max Sutton preparing for a
Thank you.
softball MYHL? MYSL?
SYML?
MLYS?
SL?
Anywho. He's preparing for his World Series.
YMSL.
Waiting for the winners of the White Walkers and I forgot the other team.
Orioles, I think.
And the Orioles. Those are very different team names. Anyway, Son grounds it to third. Mo Cascanacorn over to first to end the inning.
All right, folks.
Anyway, that's 1 run on 2 hits and a fantastic base running play by Joe Greenberg. No errors. 1 man left on base at the end of 6.5. It is 4-1 M&S here on the WFAN New York Yankees Radio Network, driven by G.
We'd like to remind our viewers that this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of Sephardic Sports and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Sephardic Sports. Check us out, sephardicsports.com, on Instagram.
Order. Here for Cherokee, they need 3 to tie, any more than that to win. They have been...
2 hits. 2 hits. The entire game.
2 hits the whole game is correct. They scored on a sacrifice fly. The score is 4-1. They have been befuddled, bamboozled, stymied, confused by the elite pitching of Max Yedid.
And you bet we're getting this man in the booth if they pull up with the win.
And we have been befuddled, bamboozled, stymied, and confused by how fast Max Yedid works.
And by all those words you just said, Joe.
Yeah. I worked on that. I went to the thesaurus between innings.
Uh-huh.
Here's Erwin Cohen, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 2, just like so many people on this team so far today. Vic, I think it's actually 1 hit.
1.
I'm looking at my scorecard here. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Saul Cohen and Eli Harari pinch hitting for Alan Nasser, actually. Pitch, upstairs. We'll call it 1-1. You know what's even crazier?
Tell me,
As
Joe.
The pitch is blooped into left. Is Haber going to get there? No, he can't make the play. It falls in. It'll be an E7. And the truth is, we got a base runner here. I'm sure they're very excited about that on the Cherokee bench. Man on first, nobody out.
It's all about the rallies at the end.
Listen to the PA announcer. Oh, that's
clap it up
we
for
didn't
the
mention.
umpires.
They've been doing a great job.
Unbelievable job, guys. How many umps we got here?
Great job there by the
We got
umps
one
as
on
the players
second.
even clapping. You got 1 on second, 1 behind the plate.
Unbelievable job,
I
and
was
they don't
just
get
saying,
enough love.
You can't fault Abe Haber for that play there. He's been telling us all day. Ground ball to second, flip to second, 1 on to first. Not in time. And Michon can't handle it as the speedy Eshko beats it out, the fielder's choice. A nice play there at shortstop by Ishak to get the 1 out. As
we have a Minha player over there.
we got a Minha play, but we're having Minha after the game.
Unless he's
That's the
just
only reason why
learning.
I'm here.
Hold on, could be learning.
Could be Steigen. Anyway, 1 out here. Very intense. Bottom of the 7th. Bobby Safdie up. Just like so many players on this team, 0 for 2. Only 2 at-bats for these guys so far today. Some people on the M&S team have had 4.
Surprised they don't do 9 innings World Series. I mean, I agree it's getting late early out there, as you told us before. It's already 6:30, and we got some Mishtez to get to for
Eshko
July
leads
4th.
off first as Yedid deals.
A Seuda,
Is that a
as some may
strike? I
say.
can't see Saka, but I think that was a strike. Yedid deals again. Swung on and lined. Oh, and can't make the play. Eshko had to hold up. He'll go to second. We'll call that a base hit for off the bat of Bobby Safdie.
I want to say an error, but you can call it a base
the
hit.
tying run will come to the plate in the form of Saul Cohen, who actually broke up the no-hitter earlier and the perfect game earlier.
Oh, Mocas on deck.
Hey, you heard it here first. That's a scary thought. As a little meeting, as Eshko's on first. Eshko on second. Bobby Safdie on first. Saul Cohen at the plate. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Last licks, as they say, here for Team Cherokee. Only 1 run so far off of the, no other way to describe it, but brilliant outing by Max Yedid, trying to end it here. Infield in double play depth. Outfielders moving back. Saul Cohen likes to drive it the opposite way.
Interesting approach.
Nice last name this guy has. Yedid deals. Cohen takes first pitch, strike 0-1.
The old
Jody
cookie.
LeBose is telling us that Yedid likes to throw a cookie for the first pitch, and then he gets aggressive. There's the second pitch. Another strike.
Joe, you couldn't even finish your sentence by the
Yedid
time the guy
working
pitched.
very quickly, and he wants to get home. He must have something to do. Here's Yedid. He can't have thrown that many pitches. Arm's probably feeling good. Yedid deals. Strike! 3! Strikeout looking for the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Unbelievable pitch there again by Max Yedid, fooling the hitters. A backwards K in softball, Vic. Look at that. Show this backwards K right here. And then show this backwards K right here. 2 backwards Ks there for Max Yedid, doing an unbelievable job. Here's Mocas. Lines it, base hit, left field. Rounding third is Eshko. He will score easily. Going to second is Safdie, and he is out at third. Bobby Safdie trying to stretch it out to third and makes the third out on the base paths. And the M&S team, led by a brilliant outing by Max Yedid and an excellent cutoff play there by the third baseman, Archie, ends the game. And the score is 4-2, and a USA chant jumping up from M&S and the Greenberg's brother. You'll see Eric Greenberg lifting up his brother Joe. And Vic, has not changed his facial expression. He cannot believe that that is the way that the tournament ends. And out on the base paths at third, the run did score. For those of you scoring at home, the final score 4-2. Mocas did whatever he could, drove in the run, but the next hitter, Morris Seton, doesn't get a chance to bat. It looks like we're going to get Mincha. I need to pray Mincha. I am pumped up. What a tournament.
Wow.
What a day.
Wow.
There's Vic's first word since the incident.
Unbelievable. You don't see that every day.
That is 4-2, your final here from Deal School. A beautiful tournament. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to wait to get a star of the game in the booth. Vic, when you go out there, please let me know if there's Mincha. I need to pray.
You got it, and we'll be back in just one moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined here in the booth after an amazing tournament by Red Nesser, Alava Shalom, Cy Young Award winner Max Yedid. Max, you got a lot of accolades here, a lot of good stuff for a Cy Young Award winner like yourself, a actual MLB Cy Young Award winner, signed bat Doc Gooden. A lot of great stuff here. Walk us through how it feels to win this inaugural tournament.
Well, first of all, it feels amazing to just be in this tournament. It's such an amazing job AB and Ray did to get it all together in an event, family-friendly, with everything, the rides, the food. It was such a great event by them, so thank you for that. It feels great, honestly. I got to spend the day with my friends, with a great team, playing all day. And Red Nesser, I've played against him before he passed away, and he was a gamer, and I've loved playing with him. And I actually broke up his no-hitter once in the last inning with a single, so I remember that. And he's just a really great guy, Red. So to get an award named after his memory, it means a lot.
Beautiful. And speaking of no-hitters, you had a perfect game of your own through 4 1/3. I'm not going to say any names, but I might have jinxed it the pitch before you gave up the hit.
Yeah.
So I had to get that out there before you watched it and got upset at me on the recording.
Well, they tried to jinx me over there a few times too, and it didn't work. So
4.1. Perfect innings. This team, I don't know if you know this, in the semifinal scored 17 runs. You held them to 2 runs in the final. How'd you manage to control such a potent offense?
I mean, when you have a defense behind you that makes you look good, it's I get the accolades, but they really played so well. Everyone behind me, they were locked in. Joe Greenberg, what an animal he is. Teddy Ishak at short, put on a show. Eddie Michon at first. I mean, the list goes on. Einhorn, I just met this guy, and he's my favorite person in the world. Love him. It's my stats. I don't know.
You think this guy's going to tell you what his stats were on the day? But we know he only gave up 6 runs in 4 full games. I can't even wrap my mind around how good that is. But the thing I was most impressed with, 2 in the World Series, 2 strikeouts looking. We saw the nasty pitch you got Aaron Cohen on was absolutely filthy. How do you even throw a pitch like that underhand?
I'll tell you the truth. I actually worked on it with my left fielder today, Abe Haber, in my backyard a few weeks ago. It's that curveball. It's something new to the arsenal, and I felt loose. A long day, you're playing a few games, you loosen up throughout the day, and it just was working. What can I say?
That's amazing. And how's your arm feeling after
I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling beautiful.
Game?
Oh, I could go a few more. Let's play.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us at this beautiful tournament. Thanks to Max Yedid, Red Nesser, Alava Shalom Award winner, champion. We'll see you back here next year.
100%.
Looking forward. Thanks, everyone.
Take care, guys.